The Home Affairs Department's released information around the ISIS brides. They're not going to say where they are at this stage for operational reasons. That was effectively what the Secretary said.
Yeah, no, this is not a government that's big on transparency, Kieran. You know that. They don't do transparency in a big way. And so you would expect them to say that. But just more broadly, here's another layer of incompetence. I mean, this government has not been able to answer questions appropriately on the assistance they've given these people who went over there to support a terrorist organisation. A terrorist organisation.
They're saying they haven't given any assistance for the repatriation.
Well, I mean, they say that, and then in a moment later they say, except the normal assistance. Well, what assistance have they given? And you've got members of the government out saying different things on this. They need to come clean about the assistance they've provided, and also what they could have done to not bring these people back into the country. I mean, temporary exclusion orders, what role could that have played? What consideration has that been given? This is a government that has not been serious about keeping people who went overseas to support a terrorist organisation out of the country.
Do you trust the security agencies, though, that they'd be monitoring?
Well, I mean, the security agencies work within the framework and guidance given them by the government. So the government needs to explain and give the answers to these questions, Kieran, and they haven't given satisfactory and coherent answers.
The comprehensive strategic partnership with Singapore entering a new phase, is this welcomed by the coalition? Yeah,
it's a good step forward. I mean, we obviously did the first version of this, and it's great to see it progressing. There's bipartisan support for this strong relationship with Singapore. I've just been part of a delegation meeting with the Singaporean delegation, not just the Prime Minister, but a range of ministers, including the Defence Minister. And in my own portfolio, I think defence cooperation with Singapore is incredibly important. We certainly got the ball rolling well and truly on this when we were in government, and we need to continue to support it.
Finally, Senator Price says she's contacted Sussan Ley, urging her to stop the leaks out of the Liberal Party. Do you welcome that?
Look, there's lots of frustration that you've seen this week. We need to get on with the job of doing the hard policy work necessary to take a position to the next election that is competitive and can win. And that's what I'm doing every single day, making sure we've got a properly funded defence force at a time which is more dangerous than any time since the Second World War in our region, Kieran. That's going to continue to be my focus.
You've got to be united though, don't you?
Well, we do, and united around a set of policies and positions that we all are willing to and want to fight for. And that's what I'm doing every single day, because we have a government that's letting Australians down. We have a government that is not doing what is necessary at a time that's more dangerous than any other time since the Second World War. And I'm going to continue to do the hard work necessary to right those wrongs.
Shadow Defence Minister Angus Taylor, thanks as always.
Good to be with you, Kieran.